Hey, my name is Noah Wells, and my wife Heather and myself, we perform magic shows here on the Emerald Coast, anywhere from Panama City Beach all the way over to Destin. I got started in magic when I was just 7 years old. I was in Branson, Missouri, and I saw a magic show, and the magician, he pulled me up out of the audience to help him with a trick on stage, and it kind of inspired me. And I bought a magic cap for the show. I was hooked ever since. That same magician in Branson who inspired me, he offered me a summer job when I was 14 years old, and I ended up moving to Branson, and I spent 5 years working for this magician. I was his personal assistant. I learned everything about show business. It was kind of my college education, and I knew for me at that moment that I wanted to spend my life, trying to be a magician and doing shows for a living. Magic's my passion, it's my life, it's everything I do. Thankfully, my wife Heather, I think shares the same passion as well, even though she didn't come from a magic background. So my wife's originally from Louisiana, I'm originally from Longview, Texas, and we actually met in Branson, Missouri. Right before I moved here to Panama City Beach, in 2005, I had an opportunity to try to have my own show in Branson. So we put a lot of time and effort into it. Unfortunately, things didn't pan out the way I hoped, and it was a good learning experience. The show never opened, but the best thing about it was that it led me to my wife, because I was looking for a magician's assistant. We put an ad in the newspaper, and her dad saw the ad and said, I think my daughter would be great to be a magician's assistant. Even though that show never opened, shortly after that, I was presented an opportunity to move here to Panama City Beach and go to work for Gulf World Marine Park. I pretty much in 3 days packed up my vehicle. I moved from Branson down here to Florida to start my own magic career. And Heather was still in Branson with her family. But the interesting thing is her dad at the time had some health issues, and he knew about a doctor in Destin, Florida. They moved down to Destin, as if they say it's kind of like fate at that point. We started, hanging out and talking, and then one thing led to another, and we started dating, and now she's my wife, and we've been together about 11 or 12 years now, married for almost 7 years. I had a really cool opportunity to go into business with a guy named Greg Fisher, who owns TripShock.com. Him and I knew that we wanted to work together. We decided to open up a dinner theater in Destin. We are at the Fuddpuckers on Okaloosa Island, and we created a real nice, intimate, 150-seat dinner theater. It's got a state-of-the-art lighting and sound. It's a lot of fun. Now, in addition to that, we also perform 3 nights a week in Holiday Inn Resort in Panama City Beach, and that's a smaller private show exclusively for their guests. They offer all kinds of entertainment, and we're part of that package. We've won the Merlin Award, which is Magic's highest honor. We've won that 2 years in a row, in 2011 and 2012, for Illusionist of the Year with the shows that we were doing at Gulf World. And then, matter of fact, this year we were nominated and we received Entertainers of the Year 2017. And this comes from the International Magician Society, which is the world's largest magic organization, and they travel all over the world presenting Merlin Awards to magicians that are at the top of their field. And so we were very honored that we were chosen in 2017 to be Entertainers of the Year. Pretty much anywhere, in the Florida Panhandle, Lower Alabama, Lower Georgia, we travel within a 200-300 mile radius for most events. We will travel farther if the opportunity presents itself, but most of the shows we've been doing within a 300-mile radius, we'll do different corporate events and all kinds of shows like that. So if you guys need entertainment, some cool magic and comedy and mentalism, stuff like that, we'll take care of it.